Crisco, do you want to plug them in? Caller, you're live on GameSocket. This is Brian. Can you state your name and where you're calling from?
Hey, Brian, it's Marc Summers. How are you?
Hi, Mark. This is Brian. You're on GameSocket. How can we help you today?
Well, I was perusing the internet the other day, and I saw you and your partner in crime discussing the ins and outs of the new episodes of Double Dare, and I just wanted to say how interesting and creative I thought it was, and I always love when anybody cares about our program. So some of your comments were maybe not in the same line that I would think, but I just wanted to say hi and thanks, and appreciate your help.
I'm sorry, Mark. I don't mean to cut you off, Mark. Are you saying you're the Mark Summers from Double Dare?
Yeah, Double Dare. I hosted a show called What Would You Do? Been on Food Network for many years. Yeah, same guy.
Okay, so this is. I'm a little concerned this is a prank caller, but we're going to let this go through, Crisco. Mark.
No, it's no joke, man. Hey, where's Mike?
Mike is. He's a little bit indisposed right now. He can't come to the microphone, but I know that if he was here, he would be really excited to hear that you've called in. And if you've got a minute, I have a list of questions in case this ever happened that I kind of have been building up over the years. I know there's a couple there's a like 20 or 30, but I could probably pare this down to like maybe just a couple questions. If you've got a minute,
time for 20 or 30, but first of all, Brian, you got to calm down, okay? I mean, I'm just a guy, and you sound a little nervous, and I don't want you to be nervous, okay?
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm just we haven't actually. This is our first live caller that we've actually ever gotten, and it's Marc Summers. So it's like double.
I believe that, but go ahead.
So I really appreciate it, Mark. I think to start off, thank you for taking the time for the questions, but. The question that's really been burning on my mind, and a lot of our viewers' mind, is the pancakes. Now, I know I talked a lot about the pancakes in our Double Dare episode, which you apparently watched, which is incredible. But, we've all been wondering, are those pancakes real? Mike thinks they're not. I think they've got to be, because I know that there's a Double Dare kitchen. There's got to be.
Sad to burst your bubble. They are not real. Everything's a prop. We use those in the show and on the tour, and then we hose them off, put them in the back of a truck. So no, unfortunately, they're not edible.
But they were real in the 80s and 90s version of the show, right? Though they're just not new in the new one.
No, Brian, they've never been real. Sorry about that.
Well, that's fine. I do just kind of a recommendation from a fan. It might be cool to actually use real pancakes in the future, but that would just be. Sometimes I go to IHOP and I ask for the Double Dare pancakes, and they look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, it's a TV. Just Google it. It's on TV. It's on YouTube. It's all over the place. Like, how could they not know?
Yeah, I don't think there's a skillet big enough to hold the pancakes the size that they are on the show. But I'll look into that. I have a lot of chef friends. See if they can help us out.
Yeah. The other question I had, we talked about it on the Double Dare episode, was the lighting is really different in the new Double Dare. I know it's 2019, 2018, and things got to be kind of dark and edgy. But my question was on the lighting was, do you know what they're using? Or I'm sure you were kind of involved in some of these discussions. Are they using a lot of more LED lights or incandescents? Or I know CFLs have been kind of banned by the government, but
you're talking shop now. The whole deal was to make it look more nighttime. We brought it back because we were airing 7:30 at night, and so as far as using the old-fashioned incandescents, no, that's kind of not what we in studios. But you know what? I'll talk to you maybe off air, and I can explain how the whole lighting thing works. But I think our listening audience and viewing audience probably doesn't care about that question. So let's move on.
Okay. So now I'm a little hesitant to bring this question up because I don't know if it's true or not. But the internet, you know how the internet is with rumors. It's crazy. But there's been one that's gaining traction about Robin. I know Robin's not in the new reboot. Obviously, she helped out a lot in the original show. But there's kind of a stigma or a rumor going around that Nickelodeon may be involved in her disappearing, maybe her getting extradited out of the country, so that she wouldn't interfere with the new reboot. And can you just talk a little bit more about that?
Stay off the web, first of all, Brian. Don't believe any of that stuff. I would have loved to have had her on the new show, but other forces decided against that. But when we tour, and we're on the road as we speak. If you go to DoubleDareLiveTour.com, you can find out what cities we go back on the road October 14th through November 3rd, and then December. She's on the road with me, and we've been doing the show in some form or fashion together for the last 32 years, and I couldn't do it without her. She's my partner in crime on stage. She is my stage manager. She runs the whole show when I'm out there performing. So no, she's alive and well.
Okay. And she's not like a clone
or
she's not like a clone or replicant or anything like that. Okay. All right.
No,
I'm glad she's all right.
Didn't get. Okay, what else you got?
I'll make sure I kind of get online on the subreddits and let them know that is.
I'd appreciate that.
Not a real thing, so that's good to know. Mark, we do talk a lot about video games on this show, and I have to talk about the Double Dare video game that came out on the Nintendo way back in the day. Now this was it came out in the late '80s, early '90s, and I have to ask, was the transition from going in front of the camera as a host to in front of a computer terminal and coding? Was that a difficult transition for you?
To this day, I couldn't code anything. In fact, I had a code, but I blew my nose and it was much better. But actually, I thought it was an odd thing. Back in the day, those Nintendo games were about $29, and ours sold for, I think it was either $59 or $69. The parents were all upset. And when you look at it, you realize now how archaic it was. And by the way, I don't think anybody could ever win it the way it was set up. But they are collector's items, and when I'm out on the road and we're doing meet and greets before the shows, I sign more boxes of that. I think it was a Game Tech Nintendo game. And do you actually own one? Do you possess one of those?
I've been looking for one, but the show's budget's real limited, and Mike won't really give me the money I need to really get these items. But if I ever come across a good garage sale one, that's definitely one I would pick up.
Yeah, man. I think they're online. You can probably find one. They're not too expensive now, but maybe I can help you out with it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, because I know that we talk a lot about Double Dare on the show, and we should play that game at some point too. So I'm shocked that they didn't involve you more in it, but sometimes show business.
No,
is
I didn't even think it looked like me. Do you think the guy who was the host on that thing was supposed to be me, but I didn't think it was very good resemblance, quite honestly.
The graphics were a little limited at the time, but I think it was as close as they could get. He definitely had the sports jacket on, and I think a tie too. So. Sorry, Mark. One last question.
Sure.
And again, we thank you for this time. So we last on our Double Dare special, we played the clip of the Elvis, the infamous Elvis clip.
Yep.
And I think Mike and I know that you were a big Elvis fan, and we wanted to just kind of talk about how Elvis, how that came to be, how Elvis became a big piece of your life, and how that influenced your years.
Actually, I was not a big Elvis fan. I never quite understood the whole Elvis phenomenon. It was way before my time, needless to say. But we were always doing shtick on the show, and the one thing people always said was, especially the grown-ups, was they watch every day for that one thing I would do for them, because the kids would look at it and think I was just goofy, but the parents were laughing on a whole other level. And so I could do that lip thing that Elvis did, and I think you're talking about the episode where I actually choreographed Robin and Dave dancing around like we were doing Vegas or something. And in fact, I would get hate mail from people back in the day because they were so loyal and loved Elvis so much that they would get angry with me that they thought I was making fun of them. But I wasn't. And here's a little trivial fact that you never know until I tell you right now. His opening act was a guy by the name of Jackie Kahane, who was a comic. And Jackie Kahane was my first manager in show business. And I was on the phone with Jackie when he found out that Elvis had died. So there's my 2 seconds of close to fame with Elvis. There you go.
Wow, that must have been completely devastating. Wow. Well, that's obviously, like, maybe we had a little bit of misconception about the Elvis stuff, but I know that Mike and I love that clip, and it made us laugh when we were 8 and 38. I guess Mike is as old Mike is. I don't know how old Mike is now. So, Mark, we really thank you for the time. Really appreciate you calling into the show. And is there anything?
It wasn't easy finding this number. It was very difficult, but I have sources, and I pulled it off. And I hope you guys keep doing what you're doing. It's entertaining, amusing, and I wish you continued success. And
hopefully,
whatever it is you guys are trying to do.
Yeah, I hope hopefully it's informative too for that, because that's what we really go for, is to be informative to our viewers. And sometimes things get funny, and we don't mean to do that. But did you have anything that you wanted to plug, Mark? I know you're doing the tour this fall.
Yeah, we're doing the tour, as I said, Double Dare Live Tour.com. I have a new series coming on Discovery Channel. It's a nature series called Unknown, starring Ian Shive. Ian is a talent that I discovered who was a gentleman who works for the National Park Service. So our first episodes are going to be nature in Alaska, islands that the U.S. owns that nobody can go to, but we have access to. So taking my career in a whole other direction. A bunch of other stuff going on, but unfortunately, I have to run. But hey, thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you guys this long, and continued success.
Thank you, Mark. We really appreciate it. And if Mike was here, I'm sure he'd thank you too. And good luck on.
Yeah, thank you, Brian, for your great interview. And tell Mike, I really wish he would have been part of this because I'm a big fan, and I wish I had a chance to speak with him.
Yeah, I'll definitely roll back the clip to him. I'm sure he'll love it. So, good luck to you, Mark. Thanks for calling in, and good luck on the tour and the new show. And we'll talk to you, next time.
Probably never.
Thanks, Mark.
Bye bye.